Right, what I thought I'd do is make a very quick video here of how easy this thing is to set up. The same principle will apply to your mixer, but just so you know what's going on. So, got the mixer, got it powered off at the moment. First thing I'm going to do is plug in the microphone. Now, I would say that when you do this, make sure you've got somewhere comfortable with all the bits and pieces, but obviously the beauty of recording it is you can stop and start and go and have a fag. So you've got your microphone into the microphone jack, right? Done. And normally I'd have a boom mic here, so I don't have to keep picking it up. So what we're trying to achieve here is two things. I want to connect that microphone to the mixer, which I have, and now I want to connect the mixer to my computer. Okay. The other thing we want to do is connect the mixer to the computer itself. So, a couple of bits of kit that are required. So you've got this cable. So you've got the two 6.5s on there. So all we're going to do with this is go into the control room. So I always go, it's red and white, so take red being right, so you won't get mixed up. So red, white goes into there. Now this guy, normally you can just shove it into the headphone jack of your computer and then it should pick it up. But to keep it even simpler, I've got this little device. So you can see it's got headphones and microphone on it. Stick your mic into the one marked microphone and then put that into the USB port of the computer. Right, you can see it's now on, so you know that's connected. So you've got microphone in, microphone out. The next job is to connect the computer to the mixer. So again, this can be simplified, but I went and got a little bit of kit. It's only 20 quid. A little USB thing. Again, it makes it easier. So you've got two RCA to RCA connectors. So on this mixer, all you would do is you're going to put your red into red and the black into white. Doesn't really matter which order as long as they're uniform. So you've got those two going into there. Done. Now these connectors go over to here where it says 2-track. So same principle. We will put red into right and the black one into the left, or the white one. And the same thing, red into red and the black into the white. So you've got right and left. So that's that piece of kit set up. On the other end of this, you have another USB cable. That goes into the other USB port of your computer. Boom, you're set up. Now, with my setup, there's a couple of things, because I've got my, as you can see, my tuner here. So I put my speakers into this and then run my speakers into the back. And then from the master of the tuner, I want to connect that to my mixer. So another piece of cable. So all I'm going to do with that is same thing. You've got the 6.5, that's just an adapter that goes onto the RCA. And that one goes into the main out on the board. Same principle, red into right, white into left. That's that setup. Now I want to connect my decks. Same thing. You've got your two RCAs running from the back of your decks. Same deal, RCA connector. Now you've got two channels available on here. So I'm going to put, again, red into right, white into left. And the same for the other deck, red and white. And that is basically it. So I keep all these levels down. So what I've done here is that means that channel 1, your left deck, is going to be 3 and 4, Your right deck is going to be 5 and 6. Like I say, the thing that I don't like about this is there's no crossfader, so you'd have to fade them in and out on the knobs, but you'll be hands-free anyhow because you'll have your mic set up. The computer will be recording. If you get into a mess, you can just pause it, and we'll look at the recording session in another video. Right, so that's all there is to it, basically. That's set up, ready to go. So now I'm going to plug my mixer in. So I've got the power cord going in. Plug that in down here. Boom. Now this thing's on. The only one thing to remember on this setup, because I've gone into this little control room, is there's a little button here. You've got to press that in so it uses this output. But to all intents and purposes, that is it. When I turn my amp or tuner on, I've now got my speakers connected. So if I turn my mic up, you've got a gain up here to adjust that, and you've got your levels down here to adjust that one. So once we've got that in, we've got my analog in, we are ready to rock and roll. Test, 1, 2, check. So the deck's on. One. Turn up my master. I forgot about that. Bit of a cock up there. So you've got your level on your mic there, your level on your 2 channels for the 2 decks, and then you've got your master out so you can mess around with the levels up here. You can hear the microphone going up and down, and you can adjust it on that channel as well that it's coming out of. And like I say, for the computer connection, you've got a little dial here that does the sound output on that, and that's basically it. So you've got microphone connected, you've got your master out to your amp, you've got your computer connected, you've got a microphone connected. That's it. So now all I've got to do is, once I start up the computer, is so you can adjust the levels here, and you're ready to go. So like I said, because you haven't got a crossfader, you've got to mess around with these knobs. But you know, that's just a bit of faffing around. So that's quite easy, as you can see, how to set that up. It's a piece of cake. Your setup, similar type of thing. Basically, you'd stick your microphone in where it is already. Then you want the RCA out. Obviously, with this I've got 6.5, but you would just have RCA going into those connectors. That would come out into this computer, and then you'd have to have another channel somewhere to connect this to the computer as well. Again, USB, and that's all there is to it.